Hi Taurus, how are you? I'm Eriu and this is Eriu Tarot Readings. You my lovelies, as always, you are very welcome to your bi-weekly reading of June the 16th to June the 30th, 2017. To all my new Taurus people, hello, you're very welcome here. You're very welcome to this Taurus tribe. We all welcome you here. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the readings. I hope that resonates with you. But if it doesn't, fear not. Check out your moon and rising sign as well. And if you're not sure of what they are, that's okay too. Because there's a link below this video that will allow you to calculate it. So you'll know, and you can watch the other videos that I provide as well. Okay? Taurus, this is my third video attempt for you. I don't know what's going on. I was shuffling the cards and the cards flew everywhere, nearly set one on fire. I had to do it again. I started recording, I dropped one or two cards. I just went into a fit of giggles. I was like, what is going on? I was like, is this Taurus? I don't know. Well, let's find out, shall we? Let's find out. Maybe some of you are just really giddy and happy at the moment. And if so, that's wonderful. So we're going to do your general love week, weekly reading, bi-weekly reading again. See, I'm just getting really giddy. Get serious. Bi-weekly reading again. Now, this is the same format as before, as the previous video. So we're pulling out 6 cards for your general, because remember, the individual and your general life is just as important. And then we're picking 3 cards for you for your love life, and we're going to see how they intertwine. Okay. Now, I just have to stop giggling. I just feel so giddy. Oh, I'm only drinking water. I have water beside me as well. Jesus. Jesus now. Okay. And remember, if we need to clarify, we will. Ooh, lovely jubbly. Okay, so the first row is your first week, which is the 16th to the 22nd, and your bottom row is your second week, which is the 23rd to the 30th. Now, I know they both fall on, we're looking at Friday to Thursday and then Friday to Friday, and so if I say start of the week, know that I mean from Friday, okay? Start, middle, and end. Let's go. Your first week here, beautiful. You've got the Sun card, you've got the 8 of Swords, and you've got the Ace of Rods. Now, this is great, Taurus. It's brilliant. And I think this is why I feel so giddy as well. Because I'm just like, You guys coming into the first week are just kind of falling back in love with life again. You're like, yeah, how's it going? How are you? Which other sign had this actually? I think this was Gemini. And they were just like walking down the street like, you got a groove, you know, you got a little pep in your step. You've got like, you're vibrant, you're zesty, you're full of life, you're full of energy. People are gravitating towards you. Anytime you're out somewhere, you know, you're kind of catching people's eyes, and it's just something about you. It's just something about you that started this week, Taurus. It's like you sparkle. So for some of you, you may have achieved something. When I say achieve something, for my new viewers, I use words in the general reading like work, committee, community, projects, teams, academic life, etc. For you as tools to find out where the story lies for you in your life, okay? Because your life is unique and beautiful. But there's no denying that whatever you're coming from here, whatever you're in, boom, Taurus, you're sparkling. Like you are the bubbles in a Prosecco glass. Do you know what I mean? That's you, where you're like, you're full of it. You're full of life. It feels great. You feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it's like a festival as well. You're just like, And I love that. I love that. It's so wonderful to start a week this way. Do you know what I mean? Of course, we're looking at Friday as well, so maybe some of you are just bloody delighted that you're coming into the weekend so you can have some time off, all right? But I love this. There's no need for clarification on that. That is just fantastic. Now, your midweek, you come into the 8 of Swords. Okay, so what happened here? You were like this. You were like, You're like the conga line. You're the front of the conga line. And then all of a sudden it goes quiet and you go into the 8 of Swords. I want to know why you're here. Because even the card after that Ace of Rods for you is beautiful. Okay. Let's just move these lads over here Let's pull this down. And you can see that. Lovely. Yes. Actually, I'll do it this way. Okay, so Gemini had this Ace of Swords at the very start of their week, okay? And the Ace of Swords is beautiful air energy. We got Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Got all those air signs. You got the chit chat. The mental and verbal acrobatics. We got all that coming through. And also, though, it's about, well, if we take into consideration verbal and mental acrobatics, what we're really talking about is communication. What we're really talking about is logic, exchanging ideas and thoughts, theories, whatever the mind can really conjure up. We're communicating that effectively to one another. But the Ace of Swords is a new beginning in finding out what? Truth. The truth of something. The heart of the matter. What is the core of something? But it's about a new beginning of that. This is about cutting away all those loose ends, all that fat that you don't need in your life, and pushing it aside and saying, look, I just want with the heart of all this. I want the tea. I want the truth. I want to feel it. I want to know. I don't want any flary language. I want the God honest truth. This is what this is. And this is about a new beginning for you, but coming into your truth. So coming into who you really are, how you really want to live, who you really want to be. Now, this energy is, these two are combined here, which is giving you this, right? Let's actually just fast forward to this chap, who's the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So the Wheel of Fortune, he is a 10, he is completion, he's the completion of something, but he is about allowing your life to go a certain way. And by that I mean allowing destiny to come in and take control. The Wheel of Fortune turns at paces that we do not have control of. And you know that as well from just different life experience. Sometimes things feel like they're going so slow. Other times you're like, Jesus, that just happened like that, done. All of a sudden it happened. That is the Wheel of Fortune. He does that. They do that. But he does that on purpose because he when it's slower, it's because we need to get stuff sorted. We need to kind of tie up the loose ends. When it's faster, it's because you're ready. You know when people say you better be ready when it comes, you better be ready? That's what this is. And this, in many ways, is actually kind of scaring you a bit here, Taurus, right? Even though some of you may go, well, I'm totally ready. Could very well be ready. But it doesn't mean that it's, you can be 100% comfortable in it. So what we have here, and it's this lad as well. He's not, the Hangman isn't someone or a card that I don't like. But when I see him here, it's like, with the Ace of Swords, it's like you're being given this new opportunity to speak your truth and live the life you want and have the opportunities and to utilize them the best you can. But at the same time, not really choosing to fully live in that truth just yet, because there's so much change coming with the Destiny card and you can feel it, and that's what's making you uncomfortable, and that's what's making you go into this Eight of Swords energy. Combine the two. We have swords, we have truth, we have logic, thought, communication, and we have the Hangman, which is stagnation. Hanging here, not wanting to move. Standing here, not wanting to move. Do you see? Do you see how the two of these combined have given birth to your Eight of Swords? Because you're slightly fearful of how much change it might bring. The Wheel of Fortune. And you're going, oh, Jesus, I don't know. And then the Hangman says, you don't need to make a decision. You're grand. You're absolutely fine. And the sword of truth is like, I will cut you down. I will cut you down. And he's like, try. You can't move me. You can't make me do it. I won't do it if I don't want to. And there, at times, the Hangman can be a good energy to stay in if you're trying to heal from stuff, or you're trying to just push back against things and just be like, look, not today. Just one day, a few days. Give me time. But he'll happily leave you hanging for as long as you like. There's a false comfort here. And so all of these combined, the fear of maybe the unknown as well for some of you in the next chapter of your life, or if you're going into new work or new positions or even domestic life, do you know? There's a slight fear that there's an insecurity with it. And you're choosing not to see it, and you're choosing to stand here. And the Ace of Swords saying, look, I'm giving you this new opportunity to completely be you and to live in your own light. And you're going, I don't know if I can do that just yet, actually. Yes, the sun is here and you feel great. But when you're told you have the opportunity to live in your truth every single day, well, that's a big change for many people. But a change nonetheless that is here for you. So we got to roll with it, right? Got to roll with it. Because if you do, what happens? The end of the week. Ace of Rods. Do you know what, guys? Aces are just coming in left, right and centre for signs this week. These 2 weeks. And I'm delighted. You've got 2 new beginnings. Who had this? Who had this? Was it Gemini? It was Gemini. See now? And the Ace of Rods comes in here and says, the Ace of Swords comes in and says, I'll give you truth. Ace of Rods comes in and says, I will give you a new beginning. I'll give you a new lease of life. I will allow you to fall in love with whatever you're involved in. And I don't even mean romantically. I mean with your work, with your team, projects, with domestic life. I'm here to put all that, inject all that love back in so that you have something you can feel proud of, you feel passionately about, and something that you wake up to and feel like, I'm bloody lucky to have this. It's such a creative card. Some of you may be very creative. Actually, I do know a lot of Taurus and they're very creative. But you kind of keep it to yourself. This is saying like, no, come on, open up. Show a little bit. Show a little bit to the world. It's okay. Because that energy is so massive to have on your side. And it's like when you start to drop the blindfold and you start to ping, ping, ping down all these swords of uncertainty, of insecurity, you blossom into the Eight of Rods energy. It's like you're given growth again. You're growing, you're expanding in yourself. Now your second week, it's interesting, you got the 8 and the 9 here. 8 of Swords and 9 of Rods. Both quite fearful, intimidate cards, but we'll go to that in a second. But the start of your second week, you've got the Justice card, which is cool. I haven't seen her in a while. She is my fellow Libra. She is governed by Libra. She is a major arcana. And she's here, like, we're very, textbook about it. She's all about legalities. She's all about contracts and signing, and developments and partnerships are at her core as well. So if you imagine partnerships, not in a romantic sense, but we're talking about like even a business sense, or friendships even. And she brings justice to things. She equalizes things. She balances things out in a major way. Now, she's different to the Temperance because she's got this sword here, which is her own sword of truth. And that she uses, like, she's stronger than the Queen of Swords. She's stronger than the Ace of Swords. She comes in, she doesn't always want to use the sword first and foremost because she knows that the tongue is like the sword and you can cut people down with your words, but she'd rather find balance in a scenario first and foremost. But what's interesting here, Taurus, look at this, eh? You see this rod here and how I said that you grow, okay? Look at this behind her. She has these rods growing up around her. She's passionate about what she does. She loves what she does, but also she loves and is passionate about people. She is an institution upon herself, but that people respect, okay? So when I say about partnerships and contracts, it's about the growth of that coming together, you see? I feel like for a lot of you, it's important to know that you're going to be coming into this energy if you allow this ace to come in. It only comes in if the 8 of Swords are dropped, my darlings, okay? And that you really look your future in the eye and say, I want to be part of this. Some of you may be becoming partners in something as well. Some of you may be signing new contracts. Some of you may be getting new positions. you know, and it's about saying like, okay, like let her come to me. Not only that, she's about giving what's rightfully yours, what you deserve. She's about giving that, I don't want to say just desserts, but there's another phrase that I've used before and now it's kind of gone blank a bit on it. But it's like, if I say like just desserts, it kind of has this negative connotation towards it. But what I mean is that you get what you deserve, I guess, rather than just desserts, okay? Slightly vengeful. But you get what you deserve. It means that everything you've worked towards is coming for you. You have to grow a little bit more in the previous week for it to come. But that she will step forward and give you that. Not only that, for some of you, you will step into this energy. And you'll start to see beauty in things again. And you're going to see beauty in especially where you are more so and places where you more so are on a day-to-day basis. So if some of you are working, doesn't matter how many hours a day, how many nights, how many, doesn't matter. It's about you stepping into this energy and knowing that you're growing in major ways. It's about working in a domestic life, being a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, and taking care of things, and knowing that there's value and reward in that as well. And that creativity can also be born within these places. But I like that she steps in. I like it because I think you're going to get realization when this happens. I do. Now what happens though in your mid-second week? Oh, Jesus, Taurus. You just kind of go, like there's a lot of fire here. A lot of fire, and Gemini had this as well. So if some of you have Moon in Gemini, or if you have Gemini rising, do check out those videos. Now, the Nine of Rods is about growth. Well, things almost feeling like they're growing out of control. You know, it's like you plant a garden and you watch it grow. You see all the beautiful flowers and you look at it and you go, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's lovely. And then, you know, you keep passing and you go, oh, that's nice. And then you start to pass it more and more and you go, oh, Jesus, they're getting a bit out of control there. Oh, maybe I shouldn't go out to that. And then leaving it and coming back and saying, oh my God, like that garden is out of control. That's what this is like with the Nine of Rods. Look at this. You had your moment to grow and it's happening for you, which is great. You start to see more and more of that. Look, it multiplies. But there's a balance in your life of all of this. Okay? And then all of a sudden you're like, Jesus Christ, they're growing too high. I have no control over this. What's going on? The Nine of Rods is about not being able to see the wood for the trees. Okay? Which is what you have here, just opposite this card, is the Eight of Swords, which is you not opening your eyes to stuff, Taurus. You not seeing that there could be opportunities there. Or you just being a little bit fearful and reluctant to take them because the fear is pushing slightly. Now the thing with the Nine of Rods is at any point you can look out at between these rods and see what's going on. Really see what's going on. Which is the same as the Eight of Swords. You can lift your blindfold, you can see what's going on. Okay? And I think that's important for you to do. Because if you maintain that sort of mentality throughout the mid-second week, then you won't feel as intimidated by all this. Okay? If they grow, fine. But just say, look, I've already been growing. This is already coming for me anyway. I know this. I know. So I just got to roll with this. And if you do get insecure or slightly intimidated by how things are moving so fast for you, then look out here. Just look beyond. Okay, find your equilibrium again. Find your balance. Okay, hold on to that Libra energy. Because then you come into Four of Rods, which is gorgeous. For me, the Four Rods is, well, I have a few happy home cards. This is one of the first ones I have. Four Rods is like my happy home card. It's about finding a place that is your sanctuary. You know, a place where you can rest your head at night and, you know, rest your hat as well, I guess. It's about having love and comfort and nurturing and compassion and loyalty and respect all under one roof. So I don't know if some of you are considering to move or not. I honestly don't always get that with this card. For me, this isn't the movie card. But I feel like what might aid you in the end of the second week is that if all of this is a bit too much and it all goes a bit fast for you, what I want you to say is go back to basics. Go home. Be in the home environment. Acquire that loving energy that only your home can give you, and that only the people in your life that you love and who love you can give you. Okay? I feel like some of you, this is your sanctuary, like you just want to get back to this a little bit. Or just take care. It feels like it's just like take care of yourself. Then go back and take care of yourself. You know? Let your mom or dad take care of you for a bit. If you're lucky, if you have them still in your life, you know? But it's here for you to remind you to find peace and comfort here while all these big changes and new beginnings are happening. But I know, Taurus, you're a home bird anyway. So you like your creature comfort, so that won't be anything new to you. But you'll definitely need to do that. And you know, chill out at the end of the week. Just let the Friday feeling come and just relax and be. I feel like you're kind of everywhere, and you're kind of up and down as well a bit. Not emotionally, but your life feels like it's gone a bit up and down, doesn't it? Push and pull, back and forth. And when you feel like that, when it is kind of that rockiness, you know, peaks and then descends, you know, it takes toll on you. So the 4 is about finding your balance in that as well. Okay, 2 2s. Finding really great balance, so. Okay, so let's check out your love then. Let's check out your love, Taurus. Let's check out Taurus love life. Taurus love life. Let's check out Taurus. Taurus. Okay. So when I said that, I kind of felt like you were push and pull, uppy downy. This is slightly reflective then in the first card for you with the moon. So you've got the moon, the page of swords, and the 9 of pentacles. Now look at this. You have 3 major arcana here. Okay? So you've got night, you've got day, and you've got the balancing out of the 2 of them. So if you are single, if you're a lovely Taurus gal or lovely Taurus guy, and you're single at the moment, this is all about finding your balance again. This seems to be a big thing for you, Taurus. But I feel like it's a big emotional thing for you. Like it's a little bit of an emotional roller coaster. You get really, really high when you feel like anything is possible and love can come in and you're ready, and then it doesn't, and you do get really, really low. Really low. Then you go inwards and you feel like some of you are like, what is wrong with me? Like, what is wrong with me? Like, what is wrong with me? I've many good qualities to give. Why can't this happen? And then you pick yourself back up and you go, actually, do you know what? Anything's happened. Anything can happen. This is great. This is great. This is great. I love life. I love love. It's going to come to me. If I think positively, it will come. If I build it, they will come. You know, it's kind of like that. And then you dip again quite drastically when it doesn't come. And you lose that spark and you go, what's so wrong with me? You just turn inwards. You're like, come on. I thought I was shining my light. Am I not shining my light? It's like, yeah, Taurus, you absolutely are. There's no doubt. But you're tipping the scales. Like you're dipping them far too much either side. Do you understand? Dip. There's extremes here. And you need to find the balance between the two. For singles, remember this is, when you don't get the reaction you're hoping for, or that love doesn't come in for you, even though you're doing all the things you feel you should be doing, do you know what I mean? Being positive, having positive mental attitude, getting out there. Like, know that if it doesn't come to you just yet, then that's fine, right? Let's put it this way. We'd rather have the right person come in than a lot of the wrong people. So yes, if you're shining your beautiful sparkly light with this Leo energy and you attract people in, but what if they're not the right people? You're kind of going, don't really want that. I want someone good. I want someone like this, that. Like, it's better to know that the right people will come forward, and maybe sometimes even the wrong people, but that we can't dip in too much into the Scorpio energy. And maybe even for some of you, it's kind of like slight moodiness as well. Not pointing fingers, but you know, Scorpios are known for being a bit moody. Because it just tips you far too much. It's too turbulent and energy free. And you're grounded, Taurus, you know what I mean? You're earth. You've got your feet solid. So this back and forth is not comfortable for you at all. Excuse me. So just as I said to you, is here to say, look, it's going to come. You need to stop swinging the scales. You're not even just holding them anymore, Taurus. You're swinging them back and forth, hoping for a result. And she's saying, calm down. Hold on. Look, let the chips fall where they may. This is the thing that I heard is, well, I've talked about with other people, right? Because dating is so hard these days. That it's so hard. It's just so different. But it's like, if you're somewhere that has a lot of people, so you're in a nightclub or a bar or whatever, right? And you see a lot of nice looking people, maybe some people you wouldn't date, fine, whatever. Say to yourself, look, universe, only bring the right people to me. Only bring the right one to me. So then you know that if nobody comes, they weren't the right one for you, were they? Right? Do you see? And that has a way more positive effect on you. And then you can go home and feel like, okay, actually, do you know what? Delighted. The wrong one didn't come in. Happy days. Okay? Sounds like a very odd practice. I've done it myself. I felt much better when I used to do it as well. Well, that's just a little trick from me to you. But do try it. I mean, I find it interesting and I think it does work. But also for couples as well, some of you may be dealing with a Scorpio or a Leo or Sagittarius or Pisces or even a Cancer and one more, Capricorn. And maybe both of you are like night and day to each other. Maybe two of you are complete opposites. Now you both have your own strengths, which is lovely because that's what you want. You want someone that has their own sense of strength, I guess. But at times it can feel like that you two are just too turbulent. Sometimes you feel like enough opposites attract. Other times you feel like, Jesus, we just can't get along. And there's one of you in here, one of you in here, on either side of the scale, and you're just bouncing off each other. Bouncing up and down. Jesus, you know. Just be careful with that, guys. You know, opposites do attract a lot. And yes, sun signs and astrology will hold a certain amount of weight to it, I believe anyway, for partnerships. But then, like, all of a sudden you look at people who you'd never think would be together, and they are, and they make it work. So I feel like I need to say to some of you Taurus lovelies, have a bit of faith here, okay? It just needs that little bit of effort to balance itself out. Okay, so allow it to. Now coming into the middle of your 2 weeks, you've got the Page of Swords. So this is a lovely person here. I like this person, okay? For singles, this person could actually be younger than you, Taurus. And I very rarely say that. And for some of you, it could be even as much as 19 years younger than you, okay? This person may look immature, may even sometimes act a bit immature, but believe me, their moral fibre is strong. They know who they are, and they know what they can give and what they can't give. This particular person sees the inner struggle that you've been having of late with yourself. This person wants to bring truth to you. This person, I believe, has a lot of respect for you. And that's why they're stepping forward in helping you out with seeing things for how they actually are. Okay? Remember, we got the lovely Hanged Man still back here. He hasn't gone away. But you also have the Ace of Swords. And this person comes in with their own sword. And yes, they're a page and they may not know how it all works. Not fully, but they have a good sense of self. And they're coming in here to help you balance yourself out. They're coming in with the sword and they're cutting off this blindfold and they're cutting down, chopping down this 9 of rods. And they're saying, look, would you just see things for how they are? This is the truth of the matter. And I think I said to you a while back, Taurus, some of you may have had a Libra, Gemini or Aquarius friend that was good at helping you do that. I feel like this is this person. But I feel like this is the opposite sex for you. Okay? Someone, or at least a gender that you may have more of a preference to. That there could be chemistry there. And there may it feels like there's a little bit of chemistry. It doesn't feel major though. It doesn't feel like the next big romance. But they're here to kind of jolt you back into reality a little bit with love, okay? And this is important. They're good for doing this. Their heart is in the right place because they see how much you're swinging back and forth. You're probably telling them all this love stories that ain't happening or that aren't working. And they're going, oh my God, we need to get some clarity. Hold on, give me that Ace of Swords. I'm the page. Yeah, sure, I'm not quite sure how it works, but this is what I see. And they cut all this down. And they go, do you see now, Taurus? Do you see? And as well, this feels like for couples as well, for some of you. It's like, I feel like there's someone very close to you that's going to help you see things for how things really are. That maybe you are opposites. You are like night and day, but look at what you have. Look at how it is. Look at how the dynamic works. They're putting in questions into your mind so that you find the answers that make you feel more comfortable with where you are. Instead of being here. Instead of being here. And at the end of the 2 weeks, you've got the 9 of Pentacles. So, okay. This is nice. Why is this nice? Because we're back to your suit here. Okay, we're back to Pentacle energy. And you know this so well, because you own it. This is you. But this is, 9 of Pentacles is all about seeing what you've built, seeing what you've worked on, feeling that it has finally materialized in major ways, and enjoying it. Just enjoying it. Existing in it, having presence in it, and enjoying it. Now, as I always say, this could be tangible stuff. For some of you, could very well be material goods. But I think this is more of a case of you're realizing how hard you've worked through all of this. Because this is a bit heavy over here. Do you know what I mean? It is actually quite heavy over here. Especially with the moon thrown in there on top. It's quite heavy. So you're starting to see that all that work, all that trying to keep the scales in order, having someone to see, allow you to see things for how they are, has made you realize, okay, I have a lot of qualities to give. I have a lot of love to give. And maybe I don't have someone just there, just yet, but I'll be ready for when they come. And I'm ready for the new beginning in love, and I'm ready for this happy home that I want to have too. But if it doesn't happen just yet, that's okay, because I know what I can give. And your friend over here is saying, great. Do you see? You see? You're like, yeah, I should have listened to you. This even could be me, alright? I'm a Libra, and I'm trying to bring clarity to all this for you. So I hope that this is something. I hope this works. But, as I always say about this white bird, you see, what is white? What is white? It's purity, it's cleansing, but a bird is about hope as well. Hope and creation and living and having faith in something. This feels very comfortable to me. I kind of feel like you feel a bit more yourself again, Taurus. That you're like, yes, I have all these wonderful things to give love. I have hope in love, and that a new beginning will come and I will give it my all and have a beautiful home and whatnot. But until then, I'm just going to enjoy me right now. For couples, I think you're starting to see what you really have. And all those wonderful qualities that you have, what the wonderful qualities your partner may have. And that realization gives birth to the Ace of Rods. And brings harmony and love back into your home. See? This feels better than what it initially felt like, Taurus. It really does. Heavy, heavy, heavy. But they're here to help you. So listen, they're wise. A bit mad, but wise. Well, let's face it, like, it's good to have mad friends, isn't it? Alright, my darlings, this has been your bi-weekly reading for June the 16th, June the 30th, 2017. If you dig what I do, please like and subscribe and leave a comment and share and do all that lovely stuff. Remember, I do personalised readings as well, so if you'd like guidance in your general life or love life or both, I can provide them for you. My email address is below and you can contact me directly, where I will send you a list of my services and prices as well. Taurus, there's not much left to be said, is there? You've got everything you need for the next 2 weeks. You absolutely have every tool at your disposal. Just have a little bit more faith in yourself, okay? And that things will, and always do, work out for the best. My lovely Taurus, you have a beautiful 2 weeks, and I will see you in the first week of July. Oh, I can't believe it. Have a beautiful 2 weeks. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.